Welcome back to another review, this time Medalist, which ended last week. This one has 13 episodes. We have a little synopsis from my Medalist. Tsukasa Akuraji always dreamed of being a competitive solo figure skater, but starting too late in life meant his ambitions never got off the ground. Now barely scraping by, he takes on an assistant job, resigned to a future far from the one he once imagined. Before his first day, Tsukasa meets Inori Shuitsuka, a shy 5th grader sneaking into the rink to practice. Captivated by figure skating, but held back by her mother's overprotectiveness and her own self-doubt, Inori has never been encouraged to pursue her passion until she encounters Tsukasa. Beneath her personality lies great potential, waiting to be unlocked with the right guidance. Moved by Inori's determination to change and reminded of his own struggles, Tsukasa offers to coach and help her chase the dream she has been too afraid to voice. While the road ahead is long and filled with unfamiliar challenges and rival skaters, Inori dedicates herself to the art and strives to one day reach the Olympics and become a medalist. Title drop. Now this one was a little bit of a surprise. I had no expectations. I didn't know the source materials, nothing. I did not know. I mean, it's very clear what this is about. It's about figure skating. You can see it like a sports anime like. And I didn't really have much expectations or many expectations. I went into it. It was pretty endearing. You have Tsukasa, who's like, you know, as the synopsis states, he wanted to be a figure skater. He started too late, and in this world, it's like you have to start really early to become good, supposedly. Now he sees this new girl, this little girl, who is more or less in the same boat, but a little bit younger. She also gets told, hey, you should have started like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, which is a little bit insane, but sure. But her mom was not willing to let her skate because of some other stuff, which is explained in the story. And you just follow her and him, the coach, more or less tackling these challenges, getting better, learning new moves, learning a new choreography, and then performing that. And I said in my 3-episode review, this is would mostly come down to how good they can portray these choreographies. And they did a fantastic job. It is CG, however, it is like motion captured. It looks really incredible. Now, I do not have any interest in ice skating, so I have no idea what is really going on. However, the anime does a pretty good job explaining what exactly these moves are. And at a specific point, we get a little time jump, and I was like, oh, time jump? So I checked the original, not original, but the source material, and it is pretty faithful to the source material. We don't jump ahead. We are like 1 chapter to 1 episode, more or less, maybe 1.5 episode chapter per episode, which is really incredible. I like the music. The choreography is really, really well done. You see not only her performing, you see some of the other girls performing, which are going to be seen as like secondary rivals. The main rival is the black-haired girl you see on the poster, which is like a prodigy, and she's so good, but she's not really on a pedestal. They do meet pretty early on, and she also sees her as a rival. So there's like a rivalry blooming, which is really nice. And you just follow in like a sportsman, like a sports anime. You follow her trying to attempt like a trick or something, and then she fails, and it's going up and down, the typical. And then she overcomes the challenge, and you're happy. And you have the coach, Tsukasa, who is also happy. He's just really proud whenever she succeeds. It's really endearing to see someone being so proud, so emotional about their protege, and also the other way around. She is very proud of her coach and what he's teaching her, and it is just a really well done anime. It seems like to be a really good adaptation. The second season seemingly is announced. I hope the quality is going to be the same, because this was an incredible show. The viewers give it an 8 out of 8.4. I would give it a 9 out of 10. The choreography alone is worth watching this anime for. It is so well done. It is quite an endearing anime.